Coach, if I may hand over to you, if we can just start with the opening question. We're obviously playing Mamelodi Sundowns. It's the resumption of the league after a long break with the lockdown. How have the preparations been like going into this very big encounter on Tuesday?
Yeah, good morning, gentlemen or ladies. First, I'm very happy we are back now and we can start with the league. Yeah, I think it's a difficult time for all clubs and for all coaches and players, but we do our best, and I think we are in a good direction. We prepare the team very well. It's the feeling what we have, but the result we get after the next games.
We'll take the first question.
Good morning, Coach. It's Karabo here. Just a quick question in terms of one of the players that you signed back in January, that is Nganyisa Zungu. Can you just maybe explain as how far is he ready to start playing for the club? Can we see him starting his first game tomorrow against Mamelodi Sundowns? Because I remember that when he was signed by the club, he was signed injured. So any progress on Nganyisa Zungu? Is he ready to make his debut tomorrow or be part of the 23 that will be, traveling to Dobsonville tomorrow for tomorrow's game against Sundowns, Coach? Thank you.
To answer, Coach.
Okay, thank you for the questions. It's a very good question. Zungu is on a good direction. He works very well. He's good conditioning now, and he implement our systems. But I hope you understand, we don't speak about the squad or the startup 11 in the moment for an important game.
Okay, we'll take the next two questions.
Coach, Mazola Mlife from Sokala Duma. I just wanted to find out whether you think Mamelodi Sundowns have an advantage in that they already were able to play over the weekend, or it's the other way around, in the sense that you've had, some extra days to prepare. And is there still any focus at all on any slim chance of winning the title, or the target has shifted to next season completely?
Yeah, thank you for the questions. It's very good. Then this is the first time, I think, for all coach for a long time break with the squad, and nobody knows exactly what it's now the conditioning. Maybe you have an advantage. You have a game now before this game for against Sundowns, or you have more advantage. You have another game. That's the question. I think with this team, what have Sundowns, they have not problems. I watched the game and we analyzed the game, and we saw a lot of players was not in. Maybe they play against us, and Pizzo, he know what he do, and he's a good coach, and he's very clever, and he saved maybe Charlie or other players against us. And now I think come the full power to us, and maybe it's a little advantage for me when we speak about it's now a advantage. We have a game or not. I think yes. Then they have the feeling for 90 minutes now. My team not. They have the experience, they win the game, they have self-confidence now, and we have a point of zero. We have not a feeling now it's ready for the 90 minutes or not, it's the conditioning enough, or any questions we have. But we are ready, we have a good feel in the squad, and we are happy we can start it against Sundowns. That's a very good point for us. Then it's the one of the best teams in the league, and the concentration for the squad, it's 100%. Maybe other teams, it's with a smaller name. We have not a full 100% maybe. And Sundowns, we know that's the best, one of the best in the league, and we have now the 100% conditioning and the 100% focus.
Okay, I think the follow-up question was that any focus on winning the league?
As we speak about it for any months ago, for a title and win the leagues. We have a distance to Kaizer Chiefs. There's a lot of points. It's maybe 8 points plus minus one game, and the same is to Sundowns. Sundowns have not exactly the same games like us, and he have more points than us. And I think this is the both teams what they're fighting for the title in this year. But we speak this for a long time. So in my first time, I went to Africa, to South Africa. We prepare now the team for the next season, and we do our best. But the title, I think it's more on the focus for Kaizer Chiefs and Sundowns.
Okay. While we wait for another questions from the members of the media, I've got a question from the Orlando Pirates app. Coach, the question goes, do we have a clean bill of health? Are all the players available for selection tomorrow?
Yes, we have all players is available. We have a little injured players, but they are back now. They have close to the 100% full conditionings, and we are happy about this. The staff in this department make a good job, and we are ready. All players is in, and we can start it now.
Do we have another question from the members of the media?
I can ask one. John T. from The Citizen, is that okay?
Yeah.
Coach, I just want to ask, obviously, as you're from Germany, and the Bundesliga was one of the first leagues back. So have you spoken to anyone in Germany, perhaps been able to give you any inside tips on the best way to handle a situation like this when all the fixtures are crammed into such a short space of time? Have you had assistance from over there, maybe from some friends who are in German football?
Yes, first in this time nobody plays football, and we watch the games, or I watch the games, and I have sure contact to the German guys, and but it's not important for us what they say. Then it's different for us, and we have our direction, and we have our meaning. You have a lot of meanings, a lot of different meanings, and the best is you make your meaning or our meaning, what we need and what the squad. It's too far, but we get a lot of informations. Yes, I think the other coaches in the league have the same informations like me. It's not a magic what we do. It's a situation, and we have the situation now, and we do our best, and I hope we are ready for the games.
Thank you, Coach. Do you have another question from the media, please?
Yes, it's Musibudi Whitehead here. Thank you, Tandy, and thank you, Coach. Good morning. My question, Coach, is you were one of the form teams before the lockdown. I think you only lost one match in 2020. Are your players still carrying that positivity, or was that just too long ago for them to still be carrying that run of good form into this game against Mamelodi Sundowns?
Yeah, it's a question what you have an answer. It's not 100% right. We have a good feeling, and we have the games before was good. The success was there. We have a good feeling. We implement small systems. We implement more inputs. But we have now not a long time we can prepare more than in the Zoom session. At home or in the garden, it's not possible. You can implement a new system or new tacticals. We started with small groups, and you cannot start at full power. Yeah, you need a little time to improve the conditioning, and then you have time now. You need a little bit more the systems. But we play before very well, and I hope we have the same power, the same motivation, and. I think we have a good feeling in the staff. The staff have a good feeling, the coaches have a good feeling, and the squad have a good feeling in the moment. We have yesterday a good meeting, and we are happy we can play. The players, they are hot, and we want to play. And then we have to see what's happened.
Thank you. Coach, we have another question from the Orlando Pirates app from Kembani Gianni. The question is, what has been the biggest challenge for the technical team in preparing the team for the resumption of the season during this period, having to follow strict regulations from the government?
Yeah, first it's important the people, they are safe, yeah, they are healthy, and this is the first point what we managed the players, and the players work very well in these points. Yeah, they use the mask and the gloves and the sanitizers, and so that's important. And then it's a good question. Yeah, then the players at home, then you have to control the weight, and then you have to control the conditioning, and then it's very, very difficult for as a coach. Yeah, it's for all coaches on the whole world, the first time you managed in lockdown a team, and then you have a lot of points what you have control it. Yeah, but we have a good option, and thank you for the club. We have the possibilities with external coaches. We have a ball mastery, and we have a yoga lady. He make a session with us, and we have a boxing coach, and a lot of things what we do with the squad. Then they need motivation, and it's not easy for the players too. But the focus is important, and it's the questions. They come back and they have hungry for playing, and this was the feeling what we get back from the players, and they was very hot. They was very concentrated in the training. They was good in the conditioning, and we have thank you for the coaches and for all staff members. We have we make a top work in this time. We have a lot of controlling and a lot of time what we have to work, but maybe we get the results, the good results back for this hard work.
We'll take questions from the media. Any questions from the media? Okay, we'll go to the Orlando Pirates app from Bruce Mazengera. The question reads, welcome back, Bucks. I just want to find out what is the target as we are approaching the end of the season, CAF Champions League spot or Confederation Cup? Thanks and all the best for tomorrow.
As a coach, and I think as a team or as a club, you want always the best. Yeah, that's normal. But I saw this before. I come here to Johannesburg, to Orlando Pirates, and we was on the 11th or 12th place in the table, and now we grow up and we have a good position now. But for me, it's important to focus. We prepare the team for the next season, but we fight for all points. Yeah, we speak about for one game to the next game, and now it's Sundowns for us. And after this game, we have to see what is the result. When we win, then it's normal. We get more hunger, and maybe you have a chance. You can play in this next six games. Then points for more. But the focus is first improve the players for next season, and this is the target what we have. We show for game to next game.
Okay, Ms. Musibudi, I see you have your hand raised again. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Thanks, Tandy. Coach, I'd just like to know what your experience of the bubble has been like for you and the players. And were you able to, you said you had a good meeting, were you able to go over some of the Nedbank Cup footage to watch Sundowns as a group all together, watching that?
The question was, we watch together?
Your experience of the bubble, were you able to sit as a group to watch Sundowns together? You spoke about watching Sundowns.
Yeah, when you have the first game against Sundowns, it's normal you speak about Sundowns in the last days, and we sit together, we speak about Sundowns, but the focus is today and tomorrow for the game model what we do, and we have a lot of discussion what we do, what we find the best solution against Sundowns, and the players work very well. The players was very good in the focus, and yeah, important is it's on the game day and the results after the game. But I thought we have in this game we have not a big pressure. Sundowns have to fight for a title. He need the points more than us, and we have to see what's happened after the game.
Musibudi, just to add on to what the coach has said, we are obviously in the BSE camp, and while we can watch we can sit as a group and watch Sundowns, we're obviously ensuring that we follow the rules and practice social distancing in all that we do. Just a point of clarity. And the next question is from Mazola Mulishe. Can you please ask your question, Mazola?
Thanks, Tandi. Coach, obviously the teams have been allowed to register MDC players. The teams have been allowed to register players from the reserve team. Did you take advantage of any of that, or are you still relying on your full complement of the squad before lockdown?
We have now young players in the squad, but it's always on the situation what has happened. In the moment, I think it's the focus on the squad what we have. The players come to us. We work now on game models, tactical agreements, and conditionings with the players. They do this good. They work very well. But in the moment, is the focus on the squad what we have here in the bubble, what we have before, what know the systems, what we want. That's the focus in the moment.
Okay.
It's a good experience for the players, for the young players in the moment.
Mm-hmm. Sandy Lendumo, I see you've got your hand up. Please ask your question. Sandy Lendumo, are you still interested in your question, in taking your question?
Yes, thank you. Coach, the club has been linked with, just during lockdown, has been linked with two players, Tulani Hlatswayo and Dion Hoto. Are these players that, what are your thoughts on these players? Are these players that perhaps you'd look to add to your squad? What value would they add if the reports are indeed true?
Yeah, first, for me it's important Sundowns, not other players, and this is a question what we can speak with maybe the office or other guys. I'm the coach here, and I have a focus for Sundowns and not for other players and for next season or what we do in the next weeks. For me, it's important Sundowns, and I hope you understand my answer.
Next question, Chair, I believe.
Hi, Coach. It's Chad from Kickoff. Can I just get your thoughts on perhaps the whole system of a bio bubble? It hasn't really been used across the world. This is one of the first where we're using it in South Africa. Having the players in camp and stuck in a hotel for up to 4 weeks without seeing anyone else other than interacting on their phones or anything. Is that an ideal situation? And then secondly, can you also give us your thoughts on playing at Ellis Park Stadium away from Orlando Stadium, and just Kaizer Chiefs using your home ground now as their home, possibly winning the league title at your home stadium?
Yeah, but we have not other chance, and we are happy. I think some guys say, "Oh, why is this or why is this?" I think we are happy now. We can play. Yeah, we have a bubble. We have not the experience. All coaches, all players, we have not the experience before. It's the first time. Maybe what's happened next week, we have to see, and we manage this then. But in the stadiums, all clubs have the same situation. Yeah, we play in other stadiums as before. We have not a home stadium. It's so, but when we discuss this and we make a lot of questions about this, then we lose the focus. For me, it's so, finished, play. You are player, we are coach. It's so, finished.
Okay, Coach. And then the other part was how do we feel about Ellis Park being our home base for the finishing of the season?
Yeah, for me it's not important. It's important we can play, sure, in our stadium, but it's not possible in the moment. And we have the information from the stadium. This was old stadium, what we played before, for a long time ago. And but this is, for me, we accept this. We have not the possibilities we can play in our stadium, and now we go in this stadium. This is our home stadium now, and then we play there.
Coach, I think Chad managed to sneak in 3 questions, and the final one is, Kaizer Chiefs, what are your thoughts about Kaizer Chiefs playing at Orlando Stadium as their base and the possibility of them winning the league there? And may I also ask Coach that you speak up a bit, just if you can raise your voice a bit so that everyone can hear you.
Yeah, when Kaizer Chiefs, you mean when Kaizer Chiefs win the
how you feel about Kaizer Chiefs being assigned Orlando Stadium as their home base for finishing off the season and the possibility of them winning the league at Orlando Stadium?
Yeah, but we cannot change this. Yeah, I can nothing for this, and it's for us. It's important. We watch to us. We look to us, and not to other teams. And we have not a chance. We can say now we won't play in our stadium, and please this or this team cannot win in Orlando stadiums. It's not possible. We have the PSL manage this, and we have to accept this. And maybe they have a plan for this. It's not difficult for these guys, and we have to accept, and we have to play, and we do our best what is possible for us, and not. And for me, it's not important what do the other clubs.
Okay, we'll take a final question from the Orlando Pirates app, and it comes from Zolani Mzolisa. And the question, Coach, is what's the approach for tomorrow's game? Having watched how Sundowns approached their Nedbank match over the weekend, I'm aware that tomorrow's game will be different. And he also says that we're hoping that we'll be cautious in our approach and avoid conceding. So basically, what's the approach going into the match tomorrow?
Yeah, we watch the games. We have the information what they do. We have the squad from Sundowns. We do our best. We're analyzing all things, what is possible, what they do. Pizzo is a good coach, one of the best in this league, in this country, and he knows exactly what he do. But we have options what we can do, and for us it's important what we do, and we prepare the team exactly on this game, and we do our best. We have to win points. This is the reason what we have to do in this game.
Okay, do you have any final questions from the members of the media? We'll take 2 more questions if there are any. In the event that we don't have any further questions, then we will close our session for today. Are there any questions from the media?
Yes, Tandi Mazola here. Can I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Just an injury update, Coach. Obviously, I suppose you went into the bubble yesterday or today. Just an injury update.
All players is in.
Do you have any injury updates?
The update we have, all players is.
Okay, Mazola, the coach is saying that we don't have any injuries. I think he's answered the question already, that we might have a minor,
all players.
But all players are the same. All players are fine.
The only one is Sam a little bit, but there's a discussion now. But maybe available, maybe not. But it's that's the only one what we have a discussion, maybe, or a question mark. It's only Sam.
Okay. We'll take the final question. Any takers on the final question? Going once? Going twice? Okay. Yeah? Please ask. Yes, we hear you. You may ask your final question.
Yes, Coach, just on the thoughts of Sundowns, I mean, do you think that the fact that you saw them play against Wits, it gives you a little bit of an advantage going into tomorrow's game?
He's asking that having seen Sundowns play over the weekend, does it give you an advantage going into tomorrow's match?
Yeah, the question was in the first time, huh?
Just answer it.
Okay. Yeah, I give the answer before. You have two sides. Maybe it's advantage you have a game before, or you have not a game before. That is the things what you have. But Sundowns have so a big squad with a lot of players, and my feeling was Pizzo, he changed now the players first, and give the players like Charlie was not in, Langerman was not in, a lot of some players was not in what maybe play tomorrow against us, and he saved maybe the energy. But it's the normal things, the normal way what to do the coach. Maybe we make the same. We play in the next game after Sundowns with other players. That's the things. You have not a feeling now how it's the squad in the conditioning or in the tactical agreement. It's not. You have not a feeling for this long break without games. You have not a friendly game. You cannot play before. And I think Pizzo make the system so we changed the players and we get a completely other squad tomorrow. And we have the focus and we have options what they do, but the focus is what we do. That's the focus what we have, and I think we are ready for the game tomorrow.
Okay, I thought Tsepo Tobane was the last question, but Christopher Makashu has also asked if you can just give a question, and we see that he hasn't had an opportunity yet. So I'll give it to you, Chris, but just on the understanding, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the absolute last question for the day. Christopher, you may go ahead.
When it comes to the new rules, the 5 subs, what is your thoughts on that when it comes to the new 5 rule subs rule? Do you feel that the likes of yourself, Chiefs, Sundowns, and Pirates have an advantage because you guys got a bigger squad?
It's possible, yes. It's possible, yeah. But we have a good squad, and we have not a small squad. We have a good squad in the team in the moment, and we can change all position now. But and we have the options. You said is for 5 substitutes, and this is, I think, a good reason what make the PSL. We can change 5 players. Then it's not so easy after 5 months without games, with the short training sessions. You manage the conditioning exactly for the players. It's not easy, but that's a good option. And for us, it's important. I say this again. We have a squad, and the squad is good enough for these 7 games, and we can change the positionings very well. And Kaizer Chiefs and Sundowns can do what they want. We have our focus.
Okay, thank you, Coach. On that note, we've come to the conclusion of our media briefing. Thank you, everybody, for having logged in and participated today. Thank you kindly, and enjoy the rest of your day.